Hi guys, I'm joined here by Leo Zurovac. Welcome Leo. Leo was a student of ours on our elite program over the past couple of years, but he's now just finished his first year at college. Where did you go, Leo, and how's your year been?
I went to Butler University in Indiana. I had a great first year. I learned a lot of new things going out into America. It's a lot different from Europe. But it was a smooth start. Everyone's been pretty friendly in America, so it's been helpful.
Cool. Some of you may have already seen a video that we did with Leo last year. That was just before he left the academy to go to Butler for his first year of university. Talk to us a little bit about your first year experience as a whole, Leo. So let's start with golf. How did you start off with the golf? How did you integrate into everything?
Well, going to America, I knew it was going to be a lot different from being here in Spain. First of all, with the weather coming into the winter months, it was going to be a lot colder. But I was prepared for that. It was something where I had to weigh all the benefits and the negatives, and I found Butler to be a perfect fit. Starting with the golf, I went there in September. Had a rough start, we could say, having played a lot of Spanish courses where you hit irons off the tee, had to be straight. Now coming to America, you're playing courses of 7,500 yards every day, where you have to be bombing drivers and hitting wedges with greens that are probably twice the size of any green here in San Roque. So it was a lot different going into America. So I had a few hiccups starting up, but then as the year progressed, it started getting better. I was constantly getting onto the team, playing some good golf. And yeah, so golfing wise, it was pretty good. Learned a lot, and yeah, I've taken a lot of things from this first year.
You mentioned you had a bit of a rough transitional start. Didn't you tell me once you were a bit ill going in at the start?
Yeah,
so you had a slow transition that way.
Yeah, for about a month, I guess, just going to America, being in a different continent and everything, living there now, there must have been I picked up something where I was ill for a month, so I couldn't really play golf, which is, I guess, a bit of a cause for the hiccup that I had going into America. But it was something I got over, and now I'm completely fine playing good golf again, and I'm enjoying it in America.
And you finished the year strong, which is great.
Yeah, that's good.
So tell us about your daily schedule. So as a college golfer now, how does a normal day look like for you?
So of course I still do academics, as many know. So I have class, depending on the day, from about 9 a.m. to 12. And then I have training from about 2 to 6 p.m., which is just golf. But then 3 times a week we have trainings in the morning from 6 to 7:30 in the gym, and on weekends we also had training on Saturdays at 6 a.m. to about 10 a.m., which is just golf.
Do you enjoy the early starts, getting in the gym?
Well, it was rough starting off, but then as the year progressed, I got used to it, and it actually feels pretty good going to the gym in the morning for everything. You know, you get ready for class, you eat breakfast, and you feel fresh going into class. So
start the day right.
Yeah, it has its benefits, even though you have to wake up early, but it has its benefits.
Sure. And how have you settled in with the academic side of college as well?
I'd say it's a lot different to what I'm used to. Where I did the A levels, which is the British system. The American system is a lot different, especially with its gradings. They grade everything, so homeworks, participation, attendances. While here we only had final exams. So it was first semester I did well, but I could have done better if I knew what I had to specifically look for. But now, yeah, it's been pretty interesting, especially how I'm studying finance. I've gone through a few courses that I'd never think I'd be doing, and I've learned quite a bit, yeah.
That's good. I think the general gist of everything here is there's always a transition, you know. For us, our program is designed to help prepare you guys as much as possible for understanding that balance that you need with the golf and the education. But ultimately, it is a different country, it is a different system. There's always going to be a transitional period. What advice would you give to someone who is going to be a freshman this coming August? What would the advice be to give them to have the easiest transition into the year?
Well, I'll just say, just be you. Get to know as many people as you can. Try to get close with your teammates, especially. That's a big part, especially because when you're close to your teammates, they can help you out with everything. Since most of them will be American so they know they're at home. You're the visitor, so they can help you a lot. So I'd say be close with the Americans. So get to know them well.
Just mentioned the social side there.
Yeah.
How was the social side? How did you transition into that?
I'd say social was probably the smoothest one out of everything. Everyone on the team was friendly. We had a couple of new internationals come in. Everyone wants to get to meet each other now. Every single day we're together. The whole team's together training. We have great times. On the weekends, we also, if there's like a sports game going on, if there's like, I don't know, American football or basketball or something, we all go watch it together. So yeah, we have great times, and also just on university, the social life is also is great. There's a lot of people that you'll meet from different sports, like not just golf. You can meet basketball players, you can meet football players, you can meet swimmers. There's literally everyone too.
As a college athlete, I guess there must be quite a respect around all the other sports as well. Last question then, which kind of relates to that. Obviously, we see a lot of movies and things like this about college, where you've got these huge stadiums for college sport, and college sport in the US seems to be as big as some professional sport here in Europe. How would you describe all of those things, like the NBA side, not the NBA, but the college basketball and the college football?
At Butler, they're really good at basketball. They're known for their basketball. Not really much American football, because we're in the Big East Conference, which is mainly focused on basketball, and they leave along. They have a football team, but it's not as good. So like in our basketball stadium, we can fit about 20,000 people as a college, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But if you go to like Alabama and those types of schools, which are mainly focused on American football, they have stadiums that can fit about 105,000 people, which is crazy. Yeah.
College sport.
Yeah.
Well, Leo, it sounds amazing. I'm glad you've had a great first year. We all are at the academy. I'm sure you're going to settle in even better over the coming years, and of course you're going to do well. We're going to go through now some other areas, focusing on the technical and physical areas of the game with some of our other staff members, so we can get to know Leo a little bit more in terms of what he's working on, and also the technical and physical elements of college. So stay tuned. But for now, Leo, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Welcome back, Leo. So well done for completing your first year away from the academy. So you went to Butler University. How's that been for you? Obviously going to a different gym.
Well, I miss this place. I'm not gonna lie. We had some good memories in here. We had some good gym days. But going now to Butler, where the gym is much bigger, much more intense in a way, with training with the whole team. We had ups and downs. A couple hard gym sessions where I felt pretty sick. And so I liked it, but I still miss this place.
Oh, good to hear. It misses you as well. Then going into it as well. So how do you feel your kinetics, so your time at the academy here, really prepared you for going to university and being in the gym there?
It's definitely prepared. It prepared me a lot more than I expected.
Yeah.
Kinetically, talking about the golfing aspect and the gym physical part, because we built a pretty good foundation, I'd say, at the academy, where I was able to now add on in America, where we're more mature. I'm older now, I'm stronger. So it's really, the foundation was built here, and now it's just adding on to what I was already built, which has been pretty easy and simple, and it's helped quite a bit. Yeah.
That was good to hear. What we focused on here was really making sure that you were going to go away as strong as you can, but also maintaining your flexibility and mobility as well, because they're definitely important aspects, especially as you've grown as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely say mobility, working on all those mobility sessions here, especially with like TPI screens and everything, has really helped, as it's helped me. First of all, I've grown, as we said, and I've become stronger, so I've lost a bit of flexibility, but also through the mobility sessions, I've gotten back that mobility, which helped me now in America, where I'm able to, first of all, I'm swinging it faster, I'm more flexible, and my golf game has improved drastically, which is also really important.
Good to go through.
Yeah.
So when you were here, we were actually doing a lot of sessions in the morning because that was your time slots through there. So what would be the different demands of the university kind of gym life? Would you have to get up a little bit earlier?
Yeah, that's one of the things I didn't like in America. Getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym before class. It was quite rough starting off, but then you get used to it. You get into rhythm, especially when we have it 3 times a week in the morning, and then we have once in the afternoons, which was a bit easier. Evening sessions at 7 p.m.
I guess you feel you've got that head start on the day, especially when you've done it, and then you can think of the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hitting the gym in the morning is like one of the best things. You feel awake, you're ready for everything, and then you come to breakfast and you eat breakfast and you're ready for class, which is like you're already awake for 2 hours while everyone else is just getting up and you're fresh to go out.
I bet it makes it easier being in that sort of group environment as well with your teammates too. So you've all gone through the same sort of session, maybe individualized to yourself.
Yeah, and I'd say a major plus of it, because how the gym is bigger. Everyone has like their own squat racks and everyone has weights to themselves that you're able to push each other with. Like everyone's doing the same exercises, but you're pushing each other. You can hear people saying go at it, which is something that's been pretty interesting, and I liked it.
That's brilliant. Going back into another aspect that you had at the academy, so going into that kind of course nutrition, how's that kind of helped you develop and think about your own course nutrition going off and how important it is on the golf course over in Butler?
Yeah, I'd say course nutrition has been a valuable lesson I've learned, as we've had a couple of tournaments, I can say, at Butler where some of the boys haven't really stuck to course nutrition, or maybe they haven't had I think it's that important to know the aspects about course nutrition, where we've been leading tournaments and then going into the last 3 holes, we drop a couple shots, maybe even 10 shots as a team, which has cost us tournaments.
Huge.
And it's a topic that we've been talking about quite a bit now at university, but I'm thankful to have already been taught here about course nutrition and how invaluable it is to keep your sugar levels constant throughout the round, and all the benefits it gives you mentally and physically.
Yeah, definitely. That is absolutely huge for sure. And then kind of going into, what do you reckon is the importance? Obviously, you've gone to university now and you've got 2 more years. What do you reckon is the importance of kind of getting yourself physically ready quite early on? Not just thinking of the strength demands, but definitely, like we talked about before, flexibility and mobility.
Oh, I'd definitely say the earlier you start with physical preparation, whether it being weightlifting, it doesn't really have to be weightlifting, just being physically active in a way is always good, because it gives you motivation to do something. And as you get older, you come to realize that if you were physically active when you're younger, it's like it puts your mind away from everything else. Let's say academics, it takes you away from that, and you can just go out to the gym, improve your physique, which will also improve your golfing game. And the more active you are when you're younger, I feel like you're going to be more flexible when you're older, which is beneficial for everything. So I'd say starting early is a big advantage on everyone else, especially in today's day and age where everyone's hitting it pretty long,
Exactly.
The gym is one important factor for that. So
exactly, trying to make sure you're constantly in the gym, trying to make sure you're constantly playing, but also trying to get that injury, stave that off as much as you can, really, just to make sure that you're going to be playing in as many tournaments.
And it just helps you keep motivated, later, 2 years later, when you're like 16, 17, 18, you're just motivated to go to the gym. It's nothing new, you're not starting a new activity, a new hobby or something. It's already engraved in you. You're just changing, you're slightly tweaking what you're going to be working on. So is it going to be weight training? Is it going to be cardio? Is it going to be anything that's going to benefit you in the long term?
Exactly, you can intensify different bits that you've already learned. Good, I like that. And at the moment, what are your current kind of fitness goals, kind of fitness for your own physicality or in fitness for golf? What are you looking to work on at the moment?
At the moment, one thing I've always had this issue is my hip mobility. I've always struggled slightly with my hip mobility going into my backswing, so that's something I've been working on. But also over the past 3-4 months, since January, I'd say I've been doing a lot of speed training, which has paid off. Swinging 7-iron at about 100 miles an hour now, which is pretty good. And so I just want to keep my foundation. So keep my foundation, strengthen my legs and my lower body and core in order to have those rotary movements in place to a point where I'm consistently hitting the ball perfectly, So I think that helps.
Exactly. Good. Well, it's good to have you back in the gym, and you're more than welcome back anytime. So good to see you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Alright, Leo, so obviously great to have you back. It's been a little while now, eh? How long have you been? When was the last time you were here?
Probably a year ago.
A year ago, so it's gone quick, full term.
Yeah.
So, from sort of, obviously we know about your scores and bits and pieces, but from a technical point of view, how's that gone in terms of development?
It's been bumpy road, I'd say, since leaving the academy. Some of the facilities we had, like the force blades, I've struggled to get in America, so I've had more guesswork than actual facts.
So it's kind of working on camera, so
Camera,
2D.
Yeah.
And obviously with kind of knowledge of your swing, we've been able to help you with quite a few bits within that. But you know, obviously we're very lucky here to have the force plates. And yeah, it's quite exciting because we've just managed to get you all your data on there now. So it'd be pretty cool to go through that. But
Yep.
so what would you be your main sort of thoughts at the moment based upon your game?
About technically, or are we talking technical?
Technically, maybe like an overview of the whole game, so maybe not just full swing.
I'd say right now, as usual, always driving good off the tee.
Yeah.
That's always been my strength. Had probably 73, 74% greens irregulation over the season, which is pretty good.
Pretty good, very good, very high.
And as usual, always putter letting me down sometimes, but when it got hard, it was really good. So putting is one of the main aspects, but also keeping the rest of the swing intact to the point where everything's consistent and it's good strokes and control flights when I need them.
So you're kind of talking about like stroke gains.
Yeah.
So you're gaining from tee to green.
Yeah.
Putting, I think, is one where that's a big difference between elite level amateurs and pros.
Yeah, that's
So if you're looking at that as a general number, it can sometimes seem a bit demoralising. Obviously, if you have a structure in place, then just to improve that week by week, month by month, and then obviously then your score will improve as well. Trackman data we've just done, so again we've kind of captured all the data ready to go. Putting included, force plates, Trackman, and from there we're able to make a plan to be able to help you go forward next season. But yeah, great to have you back, Leo. It's been good to do some work with you this week and really help you for next season.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.